For a very large portion of last year, I was really hoping that I would be kicking off 2021 with a whole bunch of travel, and that is just not happening. So today I thought I would share some of the things that I'm doing this year besides traveling. For now. The second that travel gets the green light, I'm gone. And if you're feeling severe wanderlust right now like I am, maybe this video will give you an idea of something to do with your downtime while we wait to get back out there. I'm learning to play chess. Aren't we all after watching The Queen's Gambit? I was inspired to put some time into it, so I've been playing so much chess. I play on chess.com. They have both a desktop website version, or you can get the app. I do both. You can play with a computer, you can play with other people online, which is what I'm usually doing, is just playing with strangers all over the world. It's really fun. Like first week of January, I started hitting the chess really hard, and I have to see here, how many games have I played this month? I played 325 games of chess this month. Yeah, that's averaging over 10 games a day. That's where I'm at. I do a little work, take a break, play a game of chess. Do a little work, take a break, play a game of chess. I've been educating myself on personal finance. Specifically, I've been trying to learn more about growing wealth. And the more that I learn about this topic, the more I'm just shocked that this is not taught to kids in schools. Why are we not teaching young adults anything about money, taxes, mortgages, actual life things they're going to use? Like, why did I have to take 2 years of chemistry in high school? I did not learn anything in those classes that has actually been applicable to my adult life. Now, I'm not hating chemistry. I think everyone in high school should take some chemistry. But could we balance it a little bit with actual usable things that 100% of people are going to need to know? They say that the #1 thing all wealthy people have in common is that they take an interest in personal finance. So if you've never taken an interest in personal finance, maybe this is a good time to do that. Exploring my own backyard. I think when you've lived somewhere for a long time, you start to get this idea that you know everything there is to know about that area, but I'm absolutely shocked at the things I've discovered just in my hometown over the last few months because I've gone looking for them. I've done a little extra research in trying to find new things around me. My husband and I have recently started making it a habit to go find a new scenic place around here every weekend. And I'm really starting to understand how people say that if you think where you live is boring, it's because you're not exploring it enough. I'm pre-planning future trips. I spend so much time researching and planning for every single trip that I take. I probably spend 40 hours per trip just looking at where to stay, things to do, the type of transportation that I'll need to take. And right now is a perfect time to use any free time that you have to pre-plan your future trip itineraries, so when we get the green light, you're ready to book. You're not wondering where will I stay, or what airport should I fly into and how many days do I need to see all the things I want to see. I create Word documents and Excel documents, organizing and planning. Right now I'm researching a New Zealand road trip. I'm also researching a Eurorail trip, which I've actually been looking at for a while. I'm just not sure where I want to start. I don't know if I want to start in Stockholm or in Copenhagen, one of those two, and then kind of zigzag all through Germany and Switzerland and Austria and the Czech Republic and Hungary, and I don't know how far south I want to go, but a trip like that takes so much planning if you're going to be using the rail system, figuring out which lines to take, which stations to get off at, where to stay in proximity to those stations so that you don't have to walk for a long way once you get off the train, how many days I'm going to need in each city to see all the things I want to see. There's just so much planning that goes into it. Getting a head start is never a bad thing. I'm also looking into a road trip through Patagonia, which is something I had not really heard about much until recently, but apparently it's a very doable thing, and I think that would be absolutely amazing. So pre-planning my future travels. I want to take a minute to thank NordVPN for sponsoring today's video, because speaking of wanting to travel this year, NordVPN allows you to virtually travel to the Netflix catalogs of countries all over the world. So if you've burned through everything on your home country's Netflix, you can just go to another country's Netflix and start watching everything there. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and NordVPN encrypts your internet traffic, IP address, and physical location. A VPN also makes hacking close to impossible on your device. It protects your personal data, and NordVPN has 24/7 customer service. So head over to nordvpn.com/Allison Anderson or use the code Allison Anderson to get a 2-year plan plus 1 additional month with a huge discount. I'm working to create consistent healthy habits in my life. Emphasis here on consistent. In the past, whenever I've tried to get healthier in some way, I've usually gone for an extreme approach, like not going to the gym at all to telling myself I'm gonna go to the gym 7 days a week no matter what. And naturally, I always burn out, so the healthy change doesn't stick. I've mentioned this many times, but I've had a goal for a while now to get outside and move for 1 hour every day. Pouring rain. And honestly, it's become really sustainable for me, partially because it's not like a high intensity activity. It's not like running every day or something. My goal is to just get outside, get some fresh air, go for a walk, do some yard work, just do something outside every day. So it doesn't feel as intense to do every single day. I'm also not super strict about like missing a day. Like I probably average 6 days a week. And I do have to admit that establishing a routine and establishing healthy habits is so much easier when I'm not traveling all the time, because it's impossible to stick with a routine or something new when you're on planes and you're jet lagged and you're just all over the place. That's something I'm trying to take as a little bit of a silver lining right now, is the fact that I am just sitting in one place allows me to work on things like healthy habits and routines. I'm getting digitally organized. I began tackling my photo and video archiving setup this month because I've never had a really great system or structure to my workflow and to archiving. I found projects that were over 2 years old on memory cards. Like that is how big of a mess it was. Making sure all of my content is organized, backed up across multiple devices. It was backed up. I did start doing that a couple of years ago, but it was like a messy structure. Like it was not an organized, like beautiful closet of footage. It was like everything was dumped in the closet. Like it's backed up, but you're not gonna wanna go find it. Do you have all of the photos on your phone backed up? Do you have all of your important tax documents like scanned and digitally archived and saved somewhere? It's not a fun thing to do, but think of how good it will feel to have it all done when you're off traveling again, to have used this time to get all of that stuff sorted out. So those are some of the things that I'm doing with my downtime, my not traveling time right now. And I would love to know what you're doing. If you're a big traveler, like what have you been up to? What are you filling the void with right now? Please let me know. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you know when new videos are posted. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.